are here. It is time. My name is Dr. Kohu. I am a poker streamer aside from other video game streams I've done. I've been out for quite some time actually, getting my life figured out and all together. But as usual, the Freebuy series has come up. And I kind of switched to my luck around and decided to play this tournament on my black chip account instead. Apparently it's one of those universal, works on ACR, it works on black chip, it works on whatever other poker games are in the site. And we're making a run. It is a 5K guaranteed tournament. I messed this up so it doesn't show it. But the total prizes count to $5,000, with first prize being $1,000. We started, as you can see, with 5,450 people. We're down to the final 296, and only 109 get paid. That's for every event, no matter how many people get entered, 109 get paid. And we are 15th in chips right now, so we're doing pretty good. Can't really complain about that. We've had a little bit of a crazy run to start. I think we went all in hand one. We got there with 10-9 with hearts. I like the position. I late registered into this tournament, so it was pretty deep in, I think we only had like 4 bigs. We got there, then we got there again, then we got there again. And we had a really tough decision when we had about 20,000 in chips. We made a raise 2.5x with pocket 8s, and we got shoved down behind. I didn't really like the idea, because the person had about 26k, I think we had 24. So obviously we knew in that situation he didn't have an overpair, and his worst case situation was probably ace king or 2 overcards. We made the call. He did have 2 overcards, but lucky for us, he did not hit his pairs, and that's where how we're sitting here right now. Other than that, it's really just been chipping off, waiting for premium hands at this point. We've got a good chunk of chips. We're near the we're near the leaderboard. I've got to move it around, so we're still doing good. Don't worry, we're not that far off. Okay, we're now on 18, so I got to give myself more space just in case. I thought I locked it in so it would follow. Maybe I have to lock it in again. 18 is not bad though. There's still obviously a lot of people to get eliminated. It's 100 and, correct me if I'm wrong, but 166? No, 176. 176 people need to get eliminated, and you can obviously still rebuy until level 20, I think? We are on level 15. So we've got a while. No, it's 18. So after the next break will be the last one. Pocket 5. I might hold this. That could be a position where I could raise, but it's really early, and I've got a lot of chips, and it seems as though a lot of people are playing passive, so that would be the assumption. But when they're not playing passive, they're doing this. They're shoving all in just to try and steal the blinds. And pocket 5s is not a hand I want to get involved with that shove situation. I would rather do it with a better hand. If I'm making that play, I want to make it with ace king. I'm not really raising there because that's not diverting the people who are going to shove there no matter what. They're going to shove there either way if I raise or not. If that's their plan from the get-go, then they're just going to do it. And I don't really have a situation there where I can try and benefit from that. So pocket 5s isn't really a hand to do that. Any high ace, ace king, ace queen could make that play, and then any pocket pair over like 9s would probably be fine with that. So I think it's been folded around. We have 10-4 of diamonds. Wizard finger should shove here, and even then Rojo will probably make a raise on us if he doesn't. It's not really a good hand we can call with. Sure, it's only a raise. He's really short, so this is kind of an interesting spot. I think we're getting the right price to call here, just because his range where he's just flatting there is not very good. I think we have to fold here. That hits his hand way more than it hits mine. If he has a smaller pair, if he has any ace, if he has a king, that hits his bluff. I'm looking for a mid like 8-6, even 8-6-5. You know, I've got the double straight draws, that kind of flop, where it's better to hit my hand than the other hand. I have the chips kind of called. There was enough out there, I believe. That was kind of close. I'm not sure if that's a call there or not. I probably could definitely talk myself into folding. but I could also talk myself into calling. Okay, this one is a raise. I like our range of hands better than his. There's so many people, though, who just shove in this spot. And he does. Okay. And that's the worst part about this, is I'm not going to stack off a fourth of my stack on the shove. But so many people on this site make that play. That it's annoying. It's great when you have a big hand and you can take advantage of it. But I mean, they're just playing the percentages in some way. Just trying to shove and do whatever. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of the play personally. But you know, be what it be. So Bjorn's now up to 17. It doesn't hurt me too much. It's not one of those situations where I'm devastated from him calling. It's just one of those, well, that kind of sucks. And now we have to figure out how we're going to react to that. This music is really, like, upbeat. I had to put something that they wouldn't, that's not against Twitch policy. Or else I'd be playing a lot different music, but this is some real fancy, schmancy, fast-paced whiplash. But hey, you know. So what do we have here? We have a raise from Mr. Bad Arse, Wizard Fingers, and Rojo. Rojo's kind of representing like a... What is he representing? I would say he's wrapping a high pocket there. I'm not sure why he's trying to shove Mr. Out. A little confused with that. But power through. Ace Queen, and he has a flush. Oh! And he sticks around, hitting the full house on the river. So that was the only hand that really made sense. I don't know, was he raising? I gotta rewatch that. Because I'm not keeping track enough with what's happening in these situations. So he did raise pre-flop with the King 10 of clubs. He bet out with the King 10 of clubs. I'm really confused why he bet out with King 10 on that board. Not sure, is there a great chance that somebody has an ace? Not really, but if you're making it 4,800 anyway, and you get two callers, there's a very likely chance somebody has an ace. That's really not a question. Now, you can't be that confident in two clubs being on the board on the flop. Like, how can you be confident enough in that to bet? I don't know. It's a really weird spot. Right now we have Queen, King, 10. It looks like Rojo's an aggressive player. I think I'm just realizing that's how he's got all these chips. He's been playing pretty hyper. The pot's now 9K, so he definitely raised it prior. Got called, or maybe, yeah, because Obilo was in the big. So Obilo must have called and did not hit whatever he had. Oh, that sucks. 257 left. We're now in 20, so it did lock. Okay. In 25th now. Still good. Still not really too worried. I'm kind of waiting for spots. I'm not too worried about it. See a raise from Bjorn. 2005 is simple 2.5x raise. Scoop it up is down to 9K. Is this a spot where he's got a... Nope. Good. Somebody had it. This is the part of the tournament that gets really odd. Because you have a lot of people who are short. The 6,000, 9,000 range that are probably going to be shovey most of the way. And are just going to e-poet most of the time. And you kind of have to handle what everyone else is going to do. It's a bigger stack. It's easy to try and play aggressive, but it can also backfire very quickly. Everyone watching, thank you for watching. Just trying to do something. I'm sure somebody at my table is watching to get reads in my hands. So eventually I'll fix that, because I know delay isn't great. Probably giving away some stuff. So I'll have to think a little smarter in that spot. Maybe somebody trying to bring up the chat room so I can see it. They might not be logged in. We shall see. We shall see. Actually, no, I didn't think about it. Some of the stuff that I put on here is, I have to figure this out for when I start streaming these more, is the stuff that right here, the tournament information, the chip leaderboard, is that easy enough to see? Like, obviously they can't read this, but I'm assuming that they understand that the blue is me. This one seems readable, but I'm not entirely certain, because it definitely looks small. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that in the future. Because this one is kind of a unexpected stream. I definitely did not think I would make a run in this tournament for sure. I registered so late that I was just kind of like, hey, well, hope for the best. And we're shockingly here. Queens versus 10. He went all in with 10 deuce? What? Why? Why in the hell? So what happened here? Wait, what? What happened here? Okay. We're going to replay this here, because I want to see why he went all in. Okay. So, he's in the big blind here. Anyway, okay. He's in the big blind. He's got 1,200 already invested. It's pretty short. So I fold. It's blind versus blind, and he doesn't shove with pocket queens? He just decides to 2x it. Gets the call. Checks, and he gets a bet out of it. Another call. He checks. He shoves with 10-2. It wasn't even suited. Like, I'm completely shocked. How can you think 10-2 is good if he calls the flop for that? Like, he's not doing that with many meh hands. That's really weird to me. I tend to say that a lot with the people on this site. But that one's a little shocking. You invest your entire stack on a bottom pair of twos. Okie dokie. Alrighty then, you do you. The chip average is about 30,000. We have about double the chip average. A little bit less than double. I don't like this Bjorn guy. He seems to know what he's doing. I'd rather have somebody that has no idea how to play these deep tournaments. But he's pretty smart about when to stand up and when not to. Let's see, Mitch Rich has got a lot of chips. Rojo still has a lot. Mr. Bad still does now have quite a bit of chips. The raise is going to get us out. Mitch Rich is pretty confident. I tend to notice, this is probably the biggest part of my game I have to fix, is you did it with pocket tens. Okay. Ace-9 called. What? Oh, man. That is not a good call. I don't even care if you think he's posturing. That's a really bad call. Ace-9? What hands are you beating that are shoving in that spot? Like, you're beating a few. Oh, I do have yeah, 4-wheel. 10-2 is not... Like, I don't even know why you defend. I think it was raised 2x. Why even call? That's a really easy get out of the spot, wait for a better situation. I don't understand the 10-2, but this ace-9 is even more confusing. I'm going to bring this up too. So Mitch Rich decides he's going to continue to play aggressive. He's a bigger stack, so he's saying, hey, I'm going to raise it and get the chips in there. The 3x I don't like. I don't like the 3x whatsoever, because if you get raised, you're losing more money than you have. You can make this with a 2.5x, and you get the same results. So he makes that. We all fold. Bjorn shoves, and he insta-calls. Like, this wasn't even a thought to him. He instantly called. Now, I know Bjorn's made this decision a few times, so it might look like he's been posturing, but I'm really confused how you can think that your hand is better than his with ace-9. I am not sure I agree with that play. I'm not sure I can. I don't think I have the mental capacity to agree with calling a 20,000 chip call with ace-9. Got a little card dead here, but we're gonna keep a good old hi-ho attitude about it. That's all 56.